This is Desert Homestead Prepping. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. So, we got all the electrical set up, ready to go. I gotta insulate this wall first before I can finish some of the electrical on this. And so that's kind of where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna insulate this wall. I'm gonna cut out the plywood that's going to be our wall covering, put it here, get this electrical finished up, and then I'm going to move up top, insulate that, and get some odd and end pieces of plywood or OSB, whatever I got, and cover that back up and get going on insulating and finishing the walls on this. See how far I can get. Alright, so the reason why I put this one here is because this is where the little bathroomette is going to be, and I have to have this recessed plug for the mirror that we got for Abby. For her birthday, she got this mirror that can light up and defog, and it's pretty neat. She's wanted one for a long time. So to hang it on the wall, I had to have a recessed plug for it, and the only way to put the plug in is to put the wood on there and then wire it and put it over the wood. So I just wanted to get that done so I could turn the power back on, because I got to go back to town again and go back to work, and then hopefully I can come back and I'll have 2 days to focus on insulation and siding. So I'm back here after being gone all weekend, working and being back in town. So got a couple days to be able to work on this. So I'm gonna have to overcome just a small challenge here. These stud brackets just not mounted all that well. Ran into some issues like there were no corner studs for me to be able to mount the walls to, so they would just be flapping. So I had to put in some pieces of wood back here and over here in every corner, and I'll have to do the same on each side of the ceiling. But these brackets, if you look here, these brackets overhang, so I'm gonna have to cut those right flush with the wood. Feel like I haven't even got nearly as far as I'd planned today. Still got a little bit more time where I can get some done, but it's just the way that this is constructed it is not designed at all for this to be finished. This is designed to just be a shed and left the way it is. So I had to in order to get on the roof, I had to finish this wall, And of course the studs were sideways, and so I had to squeeze the insulation in there and then put my paneling over the top of it, nail it down. And then you can see back here these studs I had to put in. I don't know, they're just odd and end pieces that I put in place because I have to have a place for the ceiling to attach on the corners, or else it'd just be flopping around. So had to go ahead and do that. Had to do it over here on this side too, so it took some time, and then trying to get the right angle to cut this piece. Yeah, just a bit of a pain in the butt. I didn't really do too much recording of me doing the ceiling. I was so focused on trying to get the whole ceiling done. I only had so much time, and I had to get back to town to go to work. So I was pushing and trying to get as far as possible, and just totally forgot about recording. I wanted to get the finishing, but yeah. I mean, I was supposed to be back to town by 7:30, so I could have time to get things situated at the house and get to bed. But I didn't even leave here until 7:30, so I was pushing it. So anyway, got that done. The way that I do jobs is I like to, if I have a choice, I like to do the hard part first. And so with the insulation and putting up the plywood, the hardest part is the ceiling. So that's where I went. And now the walls, a lot easier to get to, easier to measure, don't have to work upside down. But yeah, so it's looking really good. All right, let me back up the camera here. Yeah, so I think it's looking really nice. I mean, kind of a pain to try to line everything up, especially since this is a shed that's not designed to be finished. But overall, I think it worked out pretty good. The plan for today is I want to insulate all these walls. So first off, I'm going to start with filling in the gaps around the windows with expanding foam and of course the door. And after that, I'm going to get going at stuffing insulation in all these walls. Alright, so we are now completely insulated. Now I'm ready to put the last of the sheeting along the walls. Can't wait to get this thing done. This is about as far as I'm going to get on this go around. This is the way it is. Still got plenty to do. We're pretty close. I mean, we had some ideas of how we wanted to kind of finish the walls, make them look really nice, but I mean, when it comes down to it, we kind of have to let it be what it is. We're still going to do the best we can to make it look nice, but we'll just have to finish up with sheeting it with the plywood and maybe some a little bit of trim here and there, and paint this and call it good. So anyway, I guess that's it for now. Okay, guys, you know, we'd appreciate it if you keep us in your prayers. You know, pray that we'll be able to get some more money. I'm having a hard time doing the work and dipping into savings and working full time. So we totally would appreciate some prayers that we'd be able to get some finances straightened out, get some more money to be able to push forward on these projects. Okay, wish you guys the best. God bless.